Hi, this is Lisa Marie Grays, and I'm hosting the 5th Annual Women's Legacy Conference. Thank you for joining us as we discuss leaders prepared for change. I have with me a new up-and-coming bright leader with Legacy Land and Title. This is Legacy Land and Titles, excuse me. This is
Girouard, and I'm the marketing director for Legacy Land and Title.
Yes, and this is our second year being a partner. Love your name, Legacy.
Thank you. I know.
We had to make sure that we could get the whole word up in the view of the camera. So I'm excited that you guys have chosen to be a partner again.
Thank
and
you.
I'm excited that you're sharing some of your words of wisdom with everybody about, change and what you've seen and what you've experienced. So before we do that, tell them more about you and what you guys do here at Legacy Land and Title.
Okay. Well, we are very excited to be partner again. And we really enjoyed it last year, so we just knew that we had to do it this year. And so I'm the marketing director, and we have 2 offices right now. We have Willow Park, this location, of course, and then we have Weatherford right there on South Main. We are in between Smoothie King and Brahms. So
when did you guys open that, by the way?
Last year in July.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. So we were really, really excited to open the doors there. We currently have a staff of 7 people, which that's another huge accomplishment for us because we are still, a small company. So what we do here, we of course have the title insurance that we offer for the ownership of the property. Some people always think that we are homeowners insurance. We are not. If your fridge breaks, you can call us, but we'll guide you to somebody else. So no, we actually issue insurance to the ownership of the property so that nobody can come take it out from underneath you.
Yeah, that's a very important piece in the whole home buying process. Well, in any property buying.
Right.
Because you don't just work with homes. You were sharing some more types of businesses that you work with?
Yes, so we're not just residential. We are actually commercial and farm and ranch, and we do investment properties. We actually have an investment specialist, Dana Migdal. She's here. We're so lucky to have her. She has a lot of knowledge in that, and we also have a bilingual closer as well.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
So we do. Yeah, we
Nice.
do, and so that's just part of the growth that we've had over the past year.
Okay, and I think you had also shared what type, you had really seen an increase in a particular type of
so
client.
we in new development and commercial. So that's been really huge for us too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Talk about change and growth, and that's all that the conference is focused on. So tell us more. We were talking about planning, and plans are great because they can really help guide you in how you move forward and being responsible for the marketing.
Yeah.
What have you guys done in planning for this growth?
So, there's always that saying, moving into the 21st century, right? So that's something that me as the young blood, as you'll say, as my mother will say, that's been a big thing because for me, I'm 30 years old and I'm huge with the social media marketing, and that's something that I offer to all of our clients. I offer an hour session with them, and they can come in and I will build their Facebook page. I will help them build websites because I'm very techie. That's something that I had to learn to do, especially in this day and age with marketing, because marketing is it's a technological world now.
Yes.
So I offer classes for all of them. I set out times. They can book me through Facebook. It's as easy as that.
Nice.
And I'll sit down with them and I'll help guide them through social media marketing. And it's been really, really great for our seasoned agents because, like I said, it's a technological world now. The younger generation, we don't have as much of a problem with it because we went through computer classes and all that, those requirements in school. So for us, I have no problem getting on there and showing them. And then when I show them and help them, they're going, oh my gosh, yes, thank you so much. That's amazing. And then they're able to market themselves because us to grow our clients, that's going to then grow us. But it leads to that positive growth that we were talking about because I'm getting to have these relationships with our clients, and it's not just, we're not a transactional business. I mean, yes, transactions are great.
I remember that really from my conversation last year with your mom.
Yes, and we stick to it. That is a lot of what we base everything off of. I mean, we have loyalty here because we have the relationships with these people, but it's not just that. We sit at this closing table and we see these young, bright couples. That's their first home buy, and we get to experience that with them. So in order for that to be a positive experience, we have to guide our clients to guide their clients in a positive way and have that experience with us and know that what they're getting is, first of all, quality service, of course. At the end of the day, it's about honest business. And then two, just have that great, amazing feeling when they walk out the door going, wow, we just bought our first home. But not only that, it's all these positive vibes and just good feelings, and then that in turn gives back to the world. So
absolutely. Yeah. Well, and kind of hitting on the point that you mentioned about online, and that we are definitely in a technology world nowadays. One of the speakers is going to be talking about different ways that you can grow your audience online, because it's not so much basic information, it's definitely next level. So what you're providing to some of your clients and your staff and is really a great foundational piece in helping people go to the next level. You had also mentioned in the planning that it kind of gives you a roadmap.
Yes, it does. And that's something that, like we said, change is inevitable. It's going to happen. Growth is going to happen, but we need growth to happen in order to survive as a business. We just do. So if we can map out what's pending in development right now, if we were to look at what is up and coming, then that can help us get an idea of what we need to prepare for.
Right.
And so if we're prepared then and stay 5 steps ahead of the curve here, then we can welcome that development and help guide it in a positive way. Again, it's all about positivity.
We're in a positive
space
here.
We are. So, we can help guide that, and two, just be knowledgeable of what is coming into play here in Parker County, and for us to be able to say, okay, this business is coming, that's going to attract these families, that are looking for that job change, because there's a lot of job opportunity that's coming this way. So not only do we have to stay present in what's coming in commercial development, new home builds, residential, farm and ranch, all that stuff, that we have to stay present on what does the community look like? What does that look like for who already has jobs out here, and how are we going to fill the jobs coming this way? And then how are we going to market, hey, we've got, HEB coming in when it came in, so do we have the job opportunity here for the people that live here?
Yep. Or
do we need to kind of extend out a little bit past Parker County's radius here and say, hey, this is coming in, let us help you find your new place. So
it's a lot of layers. We have a lot of, I think our community is very focused on the growth, controlling the growth or having a positive impact on the growth, guiding the growth, and it's really a very team effort from a lot of companies, a lot of businesses, with our city leaders as well.
Yes.
So that's really what I'm hearing, is that you're adding an additional layer in really helping your clients in planning and all of these other aspects, so that it's not just, again, it's not just a transaction, but it's a process.
It is. We want to be a huge part of the growth in Parker County. We don't just want to be, they're this title company. That's why, we talked about the Legacy Gathering Room and opening that. That is a place for businesses to come in and be able to host their events or teach the classes. We are a CE provider. So we want to be able to give back to the community as much as it gives to us. And that's important to us.
Yes.
So,
yes. Part of your foundation and your legacy.
Yes, that's what we're leaving behind, right?
Absolutely. So speaking of that, leaving behind, it's always one thing that you want to give, your wise wisdom to others. Well, you actually shared with me you'd like to give some wise wisdom to your younger self. So let's hear it. Okay. Share.
So 30-year-old Jordan now would tell 25-year-old Jordan 5 years ago to embrace what is coming, embrace the change, be the good in the change, because yes, I am one person, and I know that one person against a county, that's a lot, but it's not impossible to just extend the goodness of what is to come, and always know that no matter what, you can be a positive ear for anybody that's willing to listen. So when I say embrace the change, to my old self, I was stuck in my old marketing ways because I knew it worked then. And of course, don't ever forget where you come from. I know I hold that true and dear to my heart every day, because I actually came from Weatherford. But to transition with the change that's coming, because it is going to come. Again, there's that word, it's inevitable. And so instead of being afraid of the change and not wanting to keep an open mind and be introduced to new ideas to what will help the growth in a positive way, I wasn't really doing that 5 years ago. I was more so like, yes, this is that marketing plan. This is why you've hired me. It's going to work. I know it's going to work. Don't get me wrong, some stuff does work, but change happens overnight, it seems like. And so with that being said, you always have to stay a step ahead of the growth that's coming, like I said. And I would have told myself then, don't be afraid of it. It's coming. And you know what? Own it and just be a voice for it, because that is what has really spoke to my soul over the past 5 years. It doesn't only grow me as a businesswoman, it grows me as a mother, as a friend, as a daughter. And so that in a spiritual growth has then been a profit to my business growth. So yeah, definitely embracing the change, being the good in it.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid, because it's coming, and you either go, jump feet first, or you tiptoe into the pool. Don't tiptoe into the pool, just jump in.
Well, I think what you're saying is really very valuable in when you are learning and embracing the change. You said you brought with you some things, and a lot of the things that you brought were some foundational pieces.
Yes, of course.
But being able to build upon those and build upon those, and really being able to not just be current, but looking ahead.
Right.
And I like hearing that from you. And I mean, that's some really wise words that you'd give your younger self that I know I can benefit from as well. And hopefully you guys will, take that and really absorb that, because it's very valuable.
Thank you.
Great insight.
Thank you. I'm all about it.
Well, tell them more about how they can find out about where Legacy is, what your online presence is, anything else you'd like to add about that.
Okay, so of course we are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on LinkedIn. We also have our website. It is www.closewithlegacy.com. And that is our hashtag. So if you ever want to look us up on Instagram or FaceTag.
I like it.
Facebook, it's hashtag #CloseWithLegacy, and it's right here. And so we do a lot, and right now we're actually gearing up to do a CE course cruise at the end of the year for all of our clients. So we are a CE provider again. So we are going to be teaching classes for the CE course or CE credits that you need to renew your license on a cruise.
Wow, where's the cruise going to?
We're going to be going out of Galveston. So right now I'm working on everything, but it's going to be at the end of the year. So if you want to follow us, and you'll get all of our updates. I update everything all the time. Sherry has a huge hand still. Sherry is the owner, of course. Right. She has a huge hand in everything that we do. Yes, she is my mother, but
again, we are Legacy.
Yes,
I love it.
We are that mother-daughter team, but she is so involved, and she is the foundation for sure of everything. So we're really looking forward to that. That's going to be a big part of our growth, is going to be that CE cruise.
Maybe I'll become a real estate agent.
Yeah, there you go. You can come with. It's okay.
That's fantastic. Way to think outside of the box.
That is what we have to do, is staying 5 steps ahead. You have to think outside the box and be creative, and we just happen to have a couple light bulbs that go up here and there.
Fun.
So
cool.
We're not afraid to push some boundaries, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you attended last year, was your first year. What are you hoping to get out of the conference this year?
Okay, so I got to tell you, last year, it was life-changing for
me.
Yes, it really was. I'll never forget it. It was March 23rd, I do believe, was last year's. And I remember going with my mother because she asked me to go. Yeah. And we sat there, and I had goosebumps just with all the women that were speaking, and it's just listening to how empowering women can be for each other. That I took that and I ran with that. And so now I see women all the time, and if I love their shoes, I'm like, girl, I love your shoes, because it is. It's so warming to be able to lift somebody else up and not expect a single thing in return. And so those ladies that were up there speaking, I mean, it just hit home for me. So I'm really, really excited to go, even if it's just to see who's speaking and get up there, even if I don't, take away something as grand as I did last year, it's still just, I want to be a part of it every single year now. Because it is something that changed my life for me, and it's something that I went off of for the past year. Yes, it is. It's great. So that's why I'm all getting excited.
I got goosebumps. I even have tears in my eyes.
No,
oh my
I think it's
gosh.
amazing what you're doing. So I'm right there supporting you all the way.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Absolutely.
Well, and that is actually something I really pride the conference on. It's not male bashing. It's not
No.
I am woman, hear me roar. It's
Thank
just,
you.
It's
Exactly.
just powerful women
Yes.
with other powerful
Yes.
women that's in the room, and
Virtual.
that is awesome. I know. We got goosebumps in here. Well, thank you for sharing that with me.
Thank you. Yes, of course.
Anything else you'd like to add before we invite them to the conference? To be in the room, to hear other powerful women?
I just have to say, if you've never been, you've got to go just to experience it, because not only is it about who's there, who's speaking, or what you can buy or whatever, it's just the energy in the room. It's like, I mean, Shill's talking about it. It's undeniable to see these women come in there and come together. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of a shy person, actually. Mm-hmm. And so for me, even just being in there, it's this fulfilling feeling. And when you leave there, you're not going to leave feeling like, what did I just wasted a whole day on that? You won't. You just leave going, man, I feel like I can fly, and I'm going to go walk around to these other women. And that's not an exaggeration. I mean, I felt energized. And that was just based off of everybody in the room, and seeing women come together like that, just stepping outside of our own, personal space and bubbles, and just going and attending. If you haven't been, go, because it's going to change your life. It will.
Wow. I told somebody one time, I'm like, it's life-changing. And they're like, can you really make that statement? And because of women like you, is it life-changing for everybody every time? No, not necessarily, but yes, it is life-changing.
It is, whether
amazing.
They don't take it that minute, but they'll do it 6 months from then, and they'll go, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
I'm totally just cutting this piece of the video and saving it, because
I'm so glad.
We all need to hear that.
Yes.
What things that we do make a difference.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Thank you for sharing that.
No, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Okay, so you just need to be in the room, because it's life-changing. Come experience the life change. It's Saturday, March 28th. The Women's Legacy Conference, our 5th annual. Yay. You can find out all the information and register at lisamariegraves.com/conference. It's just a half-day event. Yes, it's on a Saturday, but what a great way to spend your Saturday.
Ma'am.
It's so fun. Thank you so much for agreeing to be a partner, sharing your words of wisdom, sharing that piece with me personally. That I'm trying to hold it together here.
Right? No, but
very
that is
special. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in the room and you experience your own life-changing event at the Women's Legacy Conference. Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.